Somewhere in this driving. My father, I'm best I can. Gotta mute. This is my life. Danny D, how you doing, big dog? How's it going? I'm gonna run some ads real quick, get them out of the way so we can drop the Discord notification. Is that an ass? Very nice. I just saw your emoji. Crazy. Bro, my audio settings are bugging right now. I don't know why, but they're bugging. Sup, diggity dog? How's your suspension going? Have you learned your lesson? Alright, running the 3 minutes of ads now. Fortunately for me, I got turbo, so I can hear you criticize my ass. Very nice. Entirely undeserved. Yeah, probably. The Twitch algo is notoriously bad at catching things, which is why I don't know if you've noticed in the past, I'm very hesitant to bring on sort of lewd, even if it's like not fully nude. Still very hesitant to bring on lewd stuff because I just don't want to get dinged, you know. It's just not worth it. It was only 24 hours? Okay, that's not too bad. How's the audio settings? Volume good? Unfortunately, I can't run any music on YouTube. My shit's bugging. My shit is freaking bugging. Let me see if I can. Is it still bugging? No, now it's working. Of course, now it's working. Alright, whatever. I guess we can play music on YouTube. Enjoy, YouTube chatters. All one of you. Or all none of you right now. Why can't I smile? It was crazy because it's by far the most wholesome character I've ever come up with, and that was the one that got me dinged. Yeah. Twitch doesn't give a fuck, you know? They don't well, they do discriminate because they'll let actual psychos go unbanned, but show a little butt cheek, bro, and you get dinged. Boom, 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 boom. But how you guys doing today? How's it going, Chadu? How's your work week going? Still loving it? Still loving being employed, or do you miss the unemployment days? Around me, you are beautiful. Oh man, I want money and no desire to be employed. Relatable. I've been getting dry needling done in my shoulder. It's very interesting. Very interesting thing. I think it helps. I want to believe it helps. So whether it's placebo or not, I don't really care. All right, how many? Okay, ads are done. Discord notif time. Anything you want to make complete. Eidolon Squeaks, how's it going, big dog? Welcome in. I'm just assaulted by autistic children for like 4 out of 7 days a week. Do you work at like a special needs place or something? It's kind of what it feels like to be a streamer, I won't lie. That was a joke. That was a bad joke. Brother. Honestly, I just feel hollow. Sorry, man. Well, you don't have to be sorry. You feel hollow? Howdy. What up, Black Knight? How you doing? Hey, Mang. Sorry, but I probably won't be watching YouTube any longer. How come? What's going on, Ian? All out YouTubed? I don't like this. Because all the cool kids are on Twitch? I mean the stream on YouTube. Yeah, I know what you mean. Is it a me thing or is it a YouTube thing? It's because all the cool kids are on Twitch? Amen, brother. I'm taking a break from art for once, so I don't actually burn out. What about you? Well, I'm definitely not taking a break from art, but I'm chilling. I'm chilling. It's a long weekend here, so it's pretty nice. Just found out I can minimize you on Twitch and still draw on this tablet thing. Yeah, Twitch, what, does YouTube not let you? You can minimize YouTube, can't you? Bro, I fucking hate this so much. What up, NFT? How you doing? You really are. You need premium for that? To watch live streams on YouTube? Nah, there's no way. There's no way, dude. I do it all the time. I don't have premium. Oh, you guys are you guys are on mobile. You're not on desktop. Is that why? Mojo with the 65 stream streak. Insane, dude. Thank you for the 65 streams, Mojo. Hope here's to 65 more. Yeah, I'm on a tablet. Ah, okay. I'm exclusively on desktop, and desktop doesn't have that issue. It's like a mobile only thing. At least I'm pretty sure. Either that or I'm just getting lucky. I'll miss constantly complaining about the music on YouTube, though. That's okay, dude. Every time today I actually changed up the music, and I was thinking of you. I was like, I know this guy's gonna bitch about it, but I was looking forward to it, you know. But I guess not. That part of our life is behind us now. It's a different era. My own sins. Made of steel. Feelings now. Don't cry because it's over at moment. That's right. I won't. God, I hate this arm. clouds inside. Man, the whole goal with this drawing originally was to have it be like a really like hardcore top-down angle, and I've gradually over time just made it front on, and it pisses me off. It's so hard to fight my brain with extreme foreshortening stuff. It's so difficult. So difficult, man. Hi, Evernian. Hi, Jardu. Hi, Mr. Snack. The star cheek on this character is so cute. I love the huge hat. Thank you. Do you own a huge hat, Kimdo? I really don't like the way this is going so far. I also don't know how to handle the sleeves. I'm gonna be complaining about this a lot because I've been working on this drawing forever and it's going absolutely nowhere. And I've used reference, I've taken self-reference, I've done it all, dude, and I just cannot figure it out. It's just so boring, you know? Snack, you got a top 5 list of chatters you consider banning? Usually if you're on my consider ban list, you're probably like either already banned, or you know I'm looking for an excuse, and you should probably feel the energy, you know. I think if you haven't picked up like negative evil energy from me emanating towards you, there's a good chance you're probably not gonna get banned if you do something stupid, unless it's like absolutely egregious. Like if you come in here and just start dropping like the N-word and shit like that, you're probably gonna get banned. And I don't care if you tell me you're black. In my community, black people aren't allowed to say the N-word. Sorry, guys. I'm taking back the power. Mostly because also Twitch would give a fuck. Probably. I don't know, I just don't want to risk it. Damn, policing black people's speech, shake my head. What are you gonna do? White man ruining everything. Whenever I crochet, I have a tendency to make things oversized, so I've made a few huge hats. Oh, nice, dude. Why don't you ever post your crochet work? Show us your IRL art. Foolish minds. I don't know how fucking wrinkles work, bro. Oh my god. Really don't. The silhouettes are just like not working on this. It's really bothering me. Oh, the Songify is not working. Let me turn that on. SAC discriminates indiscriminately. Exactly. Look, if I can't say it, you guys can't say it. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is around here. I can't let Chad have more power than me. This should be top down, bro. This should be fucking top down. I hate that I did this wrong. Guys, this is going to be a very tilted stream. I've been trying to figure out this body for a while now. And I've gone through... You guys want to see how many fucking iterations of this shit I've gone through? I've gone through this. I've done this. I've done different heads. I've done different faces, different body shapes, all kinds of shit, dude. I've been trying to figure this bitch out forever. Did some different stuff here. All kinds of crazy shit, bro. That. I've iterated on this bitch so many goddamn times. I just can't get it to work. And it's driving me nuts. And I don't know how to fix it. This is as good as it's gotten so far after like 2 days of just non-stop work on it. Is it the part where we find out that Snack has the whole cache of Lebanese slurs he's got in his back pocket that we're all allowed to use now? Jadu, you sound mentally ill. He might just be. He is Lebanese, I just know the guy. I'm a quarter Lebanese. Not that it matters. Okay. I'm not on the right layer. I don't really like this song. By the way, the Songify has been fixed. So if you guys want to queue up songs, you're more than welcome to. A lot of the sketches look really good still. Not good enough. Not good enough, Kimdo. I appreciate the compliment, but I can't be nice to myself like that. It's either it has to be absolutely perfect or I'm just gonna tilt. 3 days, grace. Like, I don't know where to put this arm. I don't know if I should extend it back and out like this. That feels kind of boring and generic. The reference I took of myself has the arm kind of like this, but it's also a lot more of an extreme angle. And this is just sort of like very different than my actual starting reference. I'm just gonna look at my reference. Fuck it. She want the baby. Rumba boom boom. Rumba boom 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 boom. Rumba boom boom. Rumba boom 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 boom. Like, in my reference, the head is like fucking a million times bigger. The arm has like this sort of thing going on. Like, if I drew my reference one-to-one, it still wouldn't look right. So I can't really rely on my ability to like scan the reference. The reason being, I have a very different build than a lady, believe it or not. And translating that is really difficult. I don't have breasts. You have to embrace your feminine side? I can't, man. I don't have one. Like, this head should be way bigger. If it's based on my reference, way bigger. I should draw, you know what I should do? I should add a grid. This needs a grid. I'm looking at my VP here. What the fuck? Hey yo, what up, Miss Sam? What up, Miss Sam? I don't even know how you manage to take reference photos because I find it so awkward to angle the camera in the right position. I use my laptop with a webcam on it, with my MacBook with a built-in webcam. And then I go into whatever the fucking camera app thing is. And then I put it, I have a table in my living room that I put it on. So my table's like elevated. And then I stack a bunch of books and a bunch of, you know, friggin' pillows and shit, whatever I can find. And then I balance my laptop on top and I tilt the angle a little bit. And then I sit down here. And then I take the photo. And then I get my top down angle. There's a lot of effort. What I do is I do video recordings and I just strike a bunch of different poses and then I basically funnel through it until I find one I like. And then I work off of that. But that's it. That's really it. But right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a grid. Because, it's just frustrating. Okay. Sack built on pure testosterone and furryism. I am both furry and male, so you're not wrong. Determination. That's right, Miss Sam. We're determined out here. Okay. Anybody know how to add a grid? I always forget. I know there's a grid shortcut. Like, there's a way to just add a grid. I think is it this? Change perspective. No. No. Create editing layer. No. Add fisheye. No. Add vanishing point. Add guide. No. Oh! I'm doing something here. I totally just froze my... Okay, how do I undo that now? Nope, that ain't it. Oh! View grid. Okay, let me try that. View grid. Nah, that ain't it. There's like an actual way to... Fuck, now I don't know. I think it's the ruler settings. Perspective ruler. Linear ruler. There's like a way... I'm Googling it. Fuck it. Fuck this. Sorry, guys. This is going to be a very frustrating day for me. What am I Googling? How to add a perspective grid in CSP. Layer, ruler, frame, create perspective ruler. Layer, ruler, frame, create perspective ruler. Let's do... How many points here? One... It's gonna be... It's basically just 1 point. We'll do 2 point though. Okay, now we're gonna go to the ruler settings. We're gonna add a... No, we're gonna add a floor grid. We're gonna elevate the horizon line quite a bit. Ah, now we're talking, baby. Now we're talking. Alright, I don't want this Dutch angle. I'm basically lining it up with the perspective in my apartment in this photo. If you're trying to do a perspective grid, then whatever lines cross would be the vanishing point. Huh? Yeah, I know. This VP's like way too close though. Let's put it over here. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do a jiggle. Shit, you know it do cold bounds. You know it do. It be jiggling. Now I'm gonna think of my geometric forms. So let's do a new layer here. Control whoop. I did Control Shift N and it opened Incognito tab. Not what I wanted. Let's do it in here. Okay, we're gonna lock the layer I have here. I'm gonna do this in, I don't know, red, probably. Nope. Don't lock to grid. Where's my freaking grid here? So low. Okay, grid. What the hell? How do I get back to my grid settings? Is it the ruler? I just don't want it to lock. Oh my god. Let's try selecting the object, which is my grid. Okay, there we go. Snap line selected ruler. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. Now I'm free to draw. Okay. I don't know how the hell I got back to that, but... Okay. I think there actually is kind of an angle tilt here. I'm looking at, I have to rotate the horizon line. Boom. Yeah, that's a little bit more like the angle. Probably not that extreme. Back home. Wake me up. Wake me up inside. Okay, now we're just gonna go big fat chunky brush here. And I'm gonna draw what I see. Something like that with the hand. I'm not actually looking at my hand, I'm just putting shit down. These are just placeholders right now. Yeah. Rib cage. Head needs to be way bigger. Maybe not that big. I should have drawn this with the grid in mind the whole time. It's just so much easier to visualize things with the grid. My head's kind of looking straight up at the camera, so it's actually a little bit more of a front-on face, ironically. Me too. I'm just adding some grid lines here just so that when I get rid of the grid. So I'm gonna adjust this lady so she's a little bit more in line with the mannequin here. Or I'm gonna try to. The thing is, like, when you're doing poses, at least I find this, guys, and I'm sure you guys all can kind of relate to this. But when I'm doing poses, especially in a perspective that's like really forced or foreshortened, my brain keeps defaulting to front-on planes. My brain is just going to keep trying to put me in this like this mentality that, like, you know, I'm drawing a character from the same sort of front-on plane, and that's just not the case. In pain, see my life before my eyes. Living a nightmare. Yeah, foreshortening feels so wrong. At a certain point, though, it stops feeling that way. But you have to sort of like brute force yourself to draw in foreshortened positions, because otherwise, yeah, it's just gonna keep feeling wrong. Like this knee on my guy, the height of the knee is way lower, but my brain wants to make it taller. So it's more like this. And then the leg is way thinner, I think. Something like that. That's kind of what my pose looks like. Now the issue is I don't know that this has a nice gesture to it. And I also think I've kind of made it a little short. I think this leg needs to be longer. So we're going to make the knee joint go a little bit over to like here. This cylinder is going to be a little bit different. I'm right here for you. Will not die. Here for you. Time of dying. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to sort of make things a little bit more pushed. I actually think the hip comes way up more. I just don't think my perspective is pushed enough. I'm still kind of drawing it front on, even with the grid, so let's try and manipulate this. His head's a little big. Okay, this is a little bit more accurate. Just gonna reduce the opacity here. Still think this leg could be longer. Also, my ribcage is way bigger than a lady's ribcage, so I'm gonna have to tone that down a bit. To the walls. Mm. What up, Ollie? On a 3-stream streak. How's it going? Welcome in. Guys, I've been clenching my teeth a lot more lately. I don't know why. I don't have like a history of clenching my teeth, but lately I've been clenching my teeth a lot. You guys clinch? You guys clinched up? Snack, I've been drawing every day for 16 months ever since I started doing art. Now I don't seem to enjoy it. I barely feel any enjoyment now. I just started taking a break from it today. Do you think it'll restore my passion I had before art? Because I'm genuinely scared for my passion for art. Does that sound relatable enough for you to let me know whether I should be worried or not? I don't think you should be worried. I think your enjoyment of art is going to ebb and flow, and I think what happens is I would say try not to let the break take too long, and in the meantime, while you're on break, just focus on consuming stuff that you like artistically, movies, shows, anime, whatever you think is going to give you that little spark back, That's what I would say. That would be my advice. That is the way of art. It's not a real passion if it doesn't cause you tremendous pain. Yeah, man. I've been, I definitely have, like, regular thoughts where I'm like, why am I doing this? Why do I want to get better? Is there any point? Like, I'm never gonna work in, like, an art field again, probably. But I come back to it, Preach. But yeah, that's what I would say. That's what I would say, Black Knight, is I would just sort of, like, go consume stuff. You like shows? If you like shows, go find shows you like, And just focus on enjoying it for the sake of enjoying it. And then eventually you'll come across, like, a shot or something that you really enjoy. And that'll just give you the spark to draw again, And if you don't get that spark, it might be worth it to sort of try and force yourself a little bit, but there's no shame in taking like a week or two off. I think once you get to like month territories, you're getting it a little bit. You're gonna get stale, and then you're gonna have to shake the rust off. It comes off real quick. But it's just something to note that it's just the ramp up is gonna be a lot slower. In this climb. Hello, what up, Chimera? How you doing, big dog? I think what I also need on this drawing is I need some sort of like accessory that shows the depth, That arm's a little big. Big chillin'. Just about to pick up a drawing myself. What are you getting up to tonight, dude? What are you drawing? What's your devilish little mind conjuring up tonight? In this club. In this club. I swear, bro, men are so non-descriptive with their joy and emotions. So there's, if you guys are OGs of the Cat Snack channel, you guys are gonna know this. But if you're not, which most of you are probably not, because this was a long ass time ago. But me and my buddies do this thing kind of annually, sometimes multiple times a year, but usually just like annually. It's called Guycade, okay? And it's basically me and exclusively all the fellas we know coming together to have a retro video game night where we come to my apartment in particular and we set up a bunch of like projectors on my walls, and like we have like 4 or 5 different gaming stations that are all retro games, okay? And this time, this is Guycade 3 coming up. So we've done Guycade 1, we've done Guycade 2, and now we're doing Guycade 3. And we always have like film cameras, so we just take a bunch of pictures and shit while we get fucked up and play video games. Guycade 3 is coming up on May 29th, which means I'm probably gonna have to cancel stream. But the what I'm getting at is this time we went all out and we had shirts designed, okay? We designed shirts for Guycade. And so we all have custom shirts. It's like the most autistic thing ever, but it rules, okay? And I sent my buddy's like shirt design to him. Because the shirt came in. And his response was, nice. That's all he said. We spent months planning like fucking like this we spent months planning this freaking event. And we had like a dozen, like actually like literally a dozen custom shirts made with like logo branding and everything. Okay? We have promotional videos and shit. I can't show them because it shows our faces. But we have promo videos and the whole shebang. It's so overkill for just like a gaming night. Okay? And I sent my buddy a shirt and he goes, nice. Anyways. It's both funny and it's both holy spectrum. Oh yeah. I mean, half the buddies I hang out with are for sure on some sort of spectrum. And anyways, I sent my buddy a shirt and his response was nice. I could probably show you guys the shirt actually, because there's no faces or discerning identity in there. I just think it's cool. I'll show you the shirt. Give me a second. Check this shit out, chat. Check out this Guycade shirt, dude. It's backwards. Isn't that sick? I sent him this picture, and he says, nice. Nice. Cool. Fellas. Show a little love, you know? Show a little excitement. It's okay. It's not cringe to be happy, you know? Nice. Very nice. Thank you. Dope. Lol. Give me a lull. Somebody give me a little lull here. Okay. Thumbs up. My friends are millennials, so I don't know if they hit me with a thumbs up. They're probably too used to like the team's thumbs up. Snag, you doing more roasts? More roasts. What you talking about, Siren? Also, hello, Sade. Also, Pidgey 18818. I read that backwards. Good God, I just got here. What's going on? I'm drawing a character, okay, with the top-down perspective. I'm talking about Guycade, which is a little event that me and my buddies do annually, where we get blackout drunk, literally in some cases, and play video games with each other. And they're all retro video games. Art critiques. Oh, are you doing more art roast? I see. Yeah, I can do a little critiquey poo. There's nothing in there. I don't see anything. Okay, I'm gonna shrink down the ribcage again, just a little more. I still think it's a very masculine ribcage, so I'm just gonna tone down the proportions a bit. Whatever. Be together, I'll be there and you'll be near. So do, my dear. Does this feel top down, guys? I think it feels a little bit more top down than what I had before. Just checking before I send anything. Send me a C pic, dude. Send me a pic of your C, your critique. Solicit it, dude. We're to be together. I don't think you would see the back of this pelvis here. That pelvis looks a little bit teensy-weensy to me. That don't feel right. Would you see the bottom of the top of it? I guess maybe, nah. Would you? I gotta look at my reference again. Top down is overrated and easy peasy. Try fisheye plus top down. Now there's a pulled hair coming off in clumps. Bro, I'm already... I was gonna say I'm losing my hair. I'm not, but... If anything's gonna give me male pattern baldness, it's certainly doing top down drawings. Whatever. Can we together? Fisheye is low-key not that hard. You think so? I've never actually, like, attempted it, I don't think. Bro, what the fuck? That song's just, like, cut off. Am I tripping? Okay, that feels better. This leg feels no better, not better. This needs more of a curvature to it. A lot of the curves are a lot more extreme from this angle. Kind of looking at it straight on. If you could tell the vanishing point's like in the middle, you're going to see a little curve on that side and a little curve on this side. Big Snack, what up, Verb? Just checking before I send anything. Siren, let me know when it's in there, by the way. I'm not on that Discord account right now. I'm on my main. Cat Snack is my alt account, believe it or not. I don't exist in my Cat Snack state very often. I check it maybe like once a day, roughly, at the after work. Your secret alter ego? That's right. Like Batman. That's right. Like a cringe Batman. Like a cringe Batman who has way less money. If each Discord account is basically different personalities of mine, if my main account is the one that goes to work, my main account has way more money than my Cat Snack account. My Cat Snack alter ego is basically a homeless guy, you know? Lie to me. You're lying to me. I'm just gonna draw through here. Yes, I cry. Of the Mac. Return of the Mac. And instead of fighting crime, you critique art. That's right. I fight bad habits while committing them myself. Run the show. Good on. I feel like this thigh is still a little thick for a lady. If we get a twinky little anime girl here, she's gonna have much thinner features. Much you do. But I do. Return of the Mac. You lied to me, but you do. Isn't it weird? It feels like the canvas is tilted this way, but it's just because of the perspective. It's so strange. It is easier to see perspective like this, though. Okay, I think this pose is kind of working. Obviously, this hand looks like dog shit, but... Return... Now I just gotta put this beautiful lady over top. I'm gonna duplicate this layer. And we're gonna hide the other one. We're gonna reduce the opacity on this. We're gonna keep the grid on, but I think what I'm gonna do is reduce the opacity on the grid. Oh, I can't. Okay. Turn up the Mac. Oh, I forgot I'm still on, like, the little AI bot thing. It's gonna fucking, like, dox my habits, bro. It's gonna be like, you've listened to this song 5,000 hours in the last 2 weeks. You're in the top 0.1% of listeners. And it's gonna be the worst song ever. You guys are gonna know what I listen to in my spare time. It's our district against the darkened sky. Nothing endless underneath the salvation sky. City is haunted by ghosts. By the way, has the queue been working? Like with the song request? I assume it's been working. But because it's the AI bot, I don't know if, like, how it works. Normally the AI bot used to just break my my music player like widget, but it seems fine now. Yup, hell yeah, dude. The AI bot makes my life so much easier. I know we hate AI around here, but I won't lie. It is very convenient to just put on a list of things that I regularly listen to. Boom, boom. Is that a Massive Attack teardrop horizontalified? I have no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about, Damon. As per usual. I hate when it's like, this is what you listened to in 2021. Like, don't remind me. I know, dude. It's like, especially when it's shit I don't listen to anymore. It's like, really? Do I need to hear this right now? No. It's a fake. My boobs need to be a little bit more this direction. Is haunted. I'm gonna grab some waters. I'm gonna grab some water. The singular. BRB. The one downside to having your stream synced up to your chat song requests is that sometimes terrible music comes on that you guys have requested in the past, and my bot thinks I like that, so it keeps recommending it to me, but y'all need rando VTuber songs in your lives? Exhibit A. Singular drop of water? Exactly. What do you mean we only recommend bangers? If only, dude. Teardrops been away from me. You think? Oh no, that information might spurn some tricksters to recommend the most algo poisonous thyangs. Tricksters, huh? Yono Miles on only playlist coming up. Actually, I've had that dude show up on the friggin' like bot thing. And I shake my head and then I go nope and then I skip to the next one. I probably let out a deep sigh too. You haunt me while I'm offline. How do I make the grid less opaque? Or less visible? It's kind of annoying. Monster dream. Yeah, exactly. The one thing that sucks about my reference is that it's a really dog shit camera, so I can't really tell what the fuck's happening. It's just like a black silhouette. Boom, 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 boom. Interesting. Don't feel very right, but we're just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna do random wrinkles and shit, and then I'll make them more appealing later on. Will that be a vinyl slash leather jacket with pronounced creases? I have no idea what the fuck I'm drawing, dude. I'm gonna be real. I'm freestyling right now. Could be a number of a billion things. I think the idea right now is just to get some shapes and forms down, and then try and clean them up after. Foot's a little big. Mac, how much time do you spend drawing during the week when you're not streaming? Depends on the week. This week, not a whole lot. Last week, definitely. Like, probably this month, I've drawn the least. Mostly because I've intentionally tried to draw the least. Because last month, April, my shoulder was really fucking me up, dude. So I basically, like, have been drawing zero, like, the whole week. And then, now, I'm getting a little more active. but not much. Maybe like 5-6 hours this week, something like that. Generally, though, like on a good day, I'm trying to think. Maybe like anywhere between 10 to 25 hours in that range usually. Less though the last couple months. Honestly, I want to say if I average it out, maybe like 10 hours a week, something like that. Some weeks I'm really high, some weeks I'm really low. It just kind of depends. It's really hard to put a number on that. I just don't know. And I feel like I might even be exaggerating. I want to say it's around that, but I really am not sure. I see, I see. But Damon, can you see why kids love the taste of the new Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Okay, got kind of a rough idea here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate the layer again. Control C, Control... Actually, let's make sure I'm... Control V. I'm going to get rid of my reference here. I'm going to lower my desk, and I'm going to sit, because I've been standing this whole time. My legs are starting to get sore. So we're going to go all the way down. All the way down. There you go. I'm going to raise it a bit, just a smidgen. Okay. I'm going to lock this layer. I'm going to reduce the opacity on this one. That did nothing. Oh, it's because this layer is still on. Okay. Now I'm going to try and do some cleaner work here. Let's see what I can do. We can get rid of frickin' everything. Look at the camera. God damn it. Camera? That don't feel right. If I had a healthier shoulder, Ian, I would 200% be drawing like 30 hours a week. I have to pace myself because I'm freaking disabled. What kind of facial expression should I give her? I feel right now she's very generic, you know? Just kind of boring. The whole thing's kind of boring. The number of back and shoulder complaints I hear makes me feel like I'm not drawing correctly because I don't experience these pains. Do you have a good ergonomic setup? I would really, honestly, guys, early on in your drawing career, if you're like, I'm doing this forever, like if you think you're going to be drawing basically, you know, for as long as you're alive, I would just invest in a good ergo setup, bro. It's like, for sure, like, worth it. Still not looking at the right spot. I gotta... Cat, the snacks, what's good? I hope everyone in chat's having a lovely day. What up, Jail? How you doing, big dog? How's life, homie? I hate this. Fuck. Sweet King Art. That name rules, dude. Welcome in. What would a hat look like from this perspective? Hi there, how's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty freaking awesome, Sweet King. How you doing? This is my Sweet King doing. So I have a question for internet savvy people here. Are there any outstanding Eurovision bangers there this year? Oh, I'm not the guy for that. I have no idea. I'm not a party goer or club guy or whatever. Festival guy. I think the eyes need to be bigger. I also don't like the stupid lines I did around that. Denmark and Albania are my faves. Okay, so Eurovision is the thing where it's like you literally are going across Europe. I just thought the festival was called Eurovision and it was just in like some European country or whatever. I didn't know like you traveled with Eurovision. I've never watched Eurovision, but I got a friend who said Finland's song was a banger. Dope. Hey, glad you're doing awesome. Lovely sketch you got here. Thank you. It's been driving me crazy, I'm not gonna lie. It's one of the rare streams where you get to see me crash out all stream. I feel like my stream mental health etiquette has been pretty good. I've been pretty good about crashing out off stream rather than on stream. But this drawing is just absolutely fucking driving me crazy. And I feel like this is a sign that I should be doing more drawings like this, you know? I think if ever I feel this degree of frustration, it's a sign that my understanding of the forms or the perspective is just not right. I think the eyes are very, very small too here. Felt that. I've been very frustrated with faces, so now I'm forcing myself to draw portraits for a month. Nothing motivated, like pure rage. Yeah, dude, it's when you're doing something so out of your comfort zone, it's so hard to not crash out. Like, I feel like there must have been a time in my life where this is all I felt, but I don't remember. Unless I've just never really pushed myself that hard, but I don't think that's true. This eye feels like this eye feels like it's looking this way. And this eye feels like it's looking at us. Which is what I want. I can't get that feeling in that other eye though. So I gotta shift the apex, I think. Still not right. That's a little bit better. What's a copy study? Copying something and drawing it again with no reference? I guess so. You Lion, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I noticed in my drawings that the eyes are looking two different ways. I get a little heart attack because I'm like, how many times has this happened to me before? Eye direction's really difficult to track. One thing that you can do is if they're looking off to like the side or something, you can, what I normally do is I just check my scleral show. If they're looking off slightly off center, they're going to have more sclera showing on that side than they are on this side. This side's going to have less sclera. And it's going to be really subtle, but like, this is clearly a larger shape here, right? Than, you know, the relationship here. And that sort of helps me orient, like, okay, they're both looking in the same general direction. My understanding of a copy study is when you find a piece of art that you like and you try your hardest to recreate that art in the process, learn methods that were used to make it, except I stuck at recreating art and the learn part, so maybe you take my interpretation with a grain of salt. Yeah, something like that, I guess. I never thought of it that way before. Well, now you can think of it that way. I really don't like this drawing. Money, clothes, no, no. You name it. Hello, what up, Nancy? How you doing? How was stream? Greetings, Nancy. Greetings. Crazy, bro. Technically, you don't have to do everything. You could try to isolate a specific thing if you want to learn, but then again, I'm terrible at this, so that's what I do. I don't really focus on one or more than one or two things when I'm doing a study. I'm really just trying to extract some sort of specific information. Is this gonna be a painting? I don't know what the hell this is gonna be. I'm trying to do stuff in like a top-down perspective, but I'm finding it very, very difficult. I drew another face that I could try and switch back to. It's a little bit more realistic. What can I say? Is this the fucking Spotify DJ? It is. I actually use it pretty much all the time, but I haven't been using it on stream because it used to fuck up my my little widget thing. It would just go gray. Fuck. It's an underground Frosted. Thank you for the follow. I hate him. Why do you hate him? What did he ever do to you? Other than, you know, tell you like horrible stats about your music like habits. I don't normally do big eyebrows, you know? So flat. Yes, that? Yeah, he does that a lot. He'll go, you've listened to this song 50 million times, and you're in the top 0.01% of this dog shit song. Congratulations. Thanks, dude. He's probably gonna do it eventually. Oh, killing me, you're the only one. Okay. I'm switching brush, dude. I can't draw women for shit with this goddamn brush. I'm getting tilted. If you can't tell. Tilted Towers, that's me. But I hate the, oh my god. I want to be able to draw with the other brush, you know? All my favorite artists draw with the other brush. Why can't I do it? Not my time. I'm not going. Me. It's not showing. Limitless Creation. Thank you for the follow. We had so many followers today. What's going on? That is way too much cheek. Still kind of too much cheek. Hello, how are you today? I'm good, big dog. I'm good. I'm chilling. How you doing? I believe. The surrender in me is not shown. Everything I know. At my time, not gone. Let's raise this cheek a little bit. I know. I'm doing pretty well, just working on my own art piece. Hell yeah, dude. What are you drawing? It might be more than you. It's not my time. I'm not going. There's a fear in me. It's not showing. Everything I know. I'm not going. There's a fear in me. Everything I know. This might be Dude, the stupid bot keeps like cutting off songs. It's so annoying. Quit cutting off the freaking songs, dude. I'm working on an OC who's addicted to narcotics and needles with stuff in them. Good stuff. It's an interesting OC. Little tweaker OC. No, it's not good drugs. She's addicted to smoking cigarettes and vapes. Oh, I would hate this person, dude. That sounds so annoying. Guys, if there's one thing that I absolutely hate, habit-wise, it's smoking, dude. I can't stand that shit. I'm such a little Puritan. If you guys smoke, just know that I love you. You're my special little smoker. But if I don't know you and you smoke, God, you drive me nuts. But if you're my chatter and you follow me, you're my special little smoker, okay? So this doesn't apply to you. I can't stand it either, but I thought it'd be a good challenge for me. Respectable. We love a good challenge. Phew, are you a smoker, Nancy? I had a boss when I was like 16. Aleka Alex over on YouTube, how you doing? I had a boss when I was like 16. Actually, I would have been like 17. I worked for this guy. And he told me he had an ex-girlfriend. This guy was insane, by the way. So just, I'm warning you, and I'm about to say it's crazy. But he told me he had an ex-girlfriend once, and he said he can't date smokers anymore because he was eating her ass once. And he could tell that she was still smoking. She told him she quit, but he could like taste it. And ever since then, he was like, yeah, I can't date smokers. You can eat ass, but you can't date smokers, you know? Isn't that crazy? Eating ass over kissing smoke breath. Crymelt, how you doing? How's it going, big dog? Welcome in. Since when did you have what? Big boob raid? I have no idea what you guys are talking about. How was stream, Crim? I smoke, but at least I keep that shit away from everyone because it smells so bad. Cry on, Lady Raid. Cry on, cry on. How was stream? What'd you get up to, Crim? Just started hearing your voice out of the blue. My voice. Oh, what up, Cliz? How's it going, Clizod? It was good, it was good. I enjoyed it. How are you, Rat Man? Oh my god, just coming in here, dropping the slurs, dropping the R word. Quote me here, chat. Cry dropping the R word. Naughty, naughty, dude. I'm good, bro. I'm good. It's a long weekend. I'm chilling. I am chilling. Well, you know, I say I'm good, Cry, but the truth is, I'm crashing out, bro. I'm fucking crashing out. I've been trying to do this stupid top-down perspective shit. I'm trying to challenge myself, and so, you know, oh my god, my base sketch looks so much better. Anyways, the whole point of this is to do like a top-down perspective thing. I did like a mannequin and everything. I'm going try hard on it. Except I can't get it right, dude. It's driving me fucking crazy. How was your stream? Surely you don't have the same problems I do. You know what? You know what? We're gonna go off of the sketch. I like the sketch. It looks nice. Also, Cry, oh my god, I'm such a rude host. If you have anything that you want to share from your stream, please be my guest. Give me a link, dude. The floor is yours. How could I ever be so rude and ignore my raider? Let's see what you were working on, huh? As someone who hated smoking for years, then smoked a shit ton of weed, I can say for certain smoking bad. Should I swing the ban hammer? Huh? To who? Why do you decide to bring up eating ass as the raid happened? Okay, first of all, I was talking about eating ass before the raid happened. Cry happened to hear the siren song and just came to the call, dude. That's not my fault. Alright? Blame Cry. She's like a moth to the flame. Okay, we're talking about eating ass, and then I get raided. It's not the other way around. So I want to clear that up. Now that that's cleared up, I just remember it was crazy because this guy. So basically, I worked at a smoothie bar. Okay, I was like 17 at the time, and it was like we sold like blended smoothies, and my boss was an ex-cop, but he was like retired, so he was like almost 70, and he would just talk to me all the time about like crazy like eating ass and all kinds of crazy shit, dude. It was insane. I thought it was hilarious at the time. I mean, I still think it's hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. He was just a character, you know. Different times. Hack and slash. Okay, we got some animation stuff. All right, let me show off a little bit of your animation here. Let's post it in the Discord. We'll do that crime mount. There you go. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Come on, embed, bitch. Alright, there we go. Let me pull this up on stream real quick here. Discord, Cat Snacks Discord. There you go. Pull that up right here. Would you look at that, chat? Would you look at Crim, what Crim did? I don't think it's centered on the screen. Let me be a better streamer here and set that up for you guys, nice and pretty. Still not doing it. There you go. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that composition. Look at those beautiful. What are they called? It's not, I mean, it's an S-curve. The sine wave. Doing the little sine wave, dude. Flap it in the wind. It's beautiful. In bed, bitch. Embed. Embed. Like embed into the Discord. Anyways. Whatever, dude. Sorry for all the links. Here's the color sketch. No. Don't feel sorry. Oh, shit. All right. This I could just pull up on stream. I could do that. Let's bring you... Check this shit out. Oh, I guess you guys can't see shit because I got a big Discord embed on the screen. Check this shit out. So this is the color palette that you're going for? Thank you. Thank you for showing my art all the time, dude. I'll do it for free. You don't even have to raid me. It's on the house. Come on. There you go. Would you look at that, chat? Isn't it gonna be beautiful? Brim, as per usual, thank you for the raid. If you've gotta go, don't let me hold you up, dude. Don't stick around for me, you know? Live your life. Draw your cartoons. Whatever you gotta do. And if you want to share any links where people could follow you, where can people check you out, Crim? I know you got YouTube, you got Instagram. That's all I really know. What we got? Like Twitter, maybe? Reddit? Fur Affinity? Whatever, dude. Drop the links. Bloodles, thank you for the follow. Get in here, big guy. Get in here, Bloodles. Disney minus Sob. Oh, I guess I should talk a little bit about me. My name's Snack. This week we've been doing a lot of today we're doing perspective shit. Last few weeks we've been doing a bunch of other things. We did some very, very terrible renderings that I kind of abandoned. Just some loose sketches. We've got a page of old sketches here and drawings and heads and all kinds of stuff that I never went anywhere with. Old. We're getting really old now. These are all very old. I looked at when I did these, and they were such a long ass time ago. Just a bunch of random shit. We got a head turn animation that I never finished. See, unlike Crim, I don't finish anything I do. I just kind of do shit and then never finish it. Much like, not this one, you guys can't see that one, but much like this one, we never finished this one either. One day, maybe. One day we'll finish it. Who knows? Who knows? And then today we're just trying to tackle some top-down shit. So, that's it, guys. That's all there is to it. It's all I have available to show right now. I mean, I have a bazillion other things I could pull up, but more frames than Invincible Season 4? That's right. Hire me and pay me $1 bazillion, dude. I'd be down. Ooh, that head is smooth, though. Thank you, Bloodles. I appreciate it. You're smooth. You're smooth with that line, dude. My heart's fluttering. Compliments will get you everywhere, guys. Avail, yo, what up, dude? How's it going? How's the comic going, Avail? But yeah, again, final time I'm gonna say this. But if you got a dip, Crim, don't let me hold you. You know, your anatomy's top tier, so consistent. Thank you. I try. I want to play Minecraft. I'm gonna be lurking and looking at your art. Amazing stuff as usual. Rat. All right, somebody ban this streamer, dude. I'm just kidding. Or am I? I'm a mouse. Also, speaking of mice, I don't know where the hell my PNG tuber went. I think it crashed. You broke it, dude. Yeah, that's right. Get her ass. Get her ass. All right. It's going good. I've been working on the script. Hell yeah. Then I started taking commissions like a silly goose. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing commissions. The commissions get cameos in the comic now? Oh yeah? What is how's that gonna work? Also, what's your comic about again? I forget. My instinct is to say it's Zelda based, but I feel like you're doing something original, aren't you? Show live. This song rules, dude. There he is. There's the freaking mouse, dude. Titties are gone, but you guys know how to get those back. I'll leave it to you. I'm not gonna change anything. There's you and me. Where the hell's my Twitch stream? Oops, I may have minimized it. Which means YouTube chat is not listening to anything right now. You and me and all of the people, nothing to lose, nothing to lose. As a mice, what's your opinion on Rat Heaven? Well, I'm an individual mouse, so there's one of me. But as a mouse, we have a different religion to rats. We don't actually, we don't really believe in heaven. I'm choking on my own spit right now, guys. Give me a second. Mouse lore is a little different, you know. When we die, we expect to death, especially if we die through self-sacrifice for the culture. We go on to receive 72 pounds of cheese. And it never drains, no matter how much you eat it. Zelda's based, and it is Zelda based, but I shouldn't say for legal reasons. I need to make it more original. Chasing that Nintendo lawsuit, huh? That's probably good for marketing. Getting sued by Nintendo. Me. Whoa. Do I like that? No. I can't keep my eyes off of you. I guess to simplify the story, it's about a witch and a witch hunter working together sloppily. Okay. You know what's funny? I feel like that's in the same vein as like the comic idea I had originally, like years ago. Well, years ago. Like this year, but I came up with the idea like years ago. Essentially like two dudes who hate each other and who are very differently morally aligned have to work together for, reasons. Ah, yes, enemies to lovers. These guys never love each other, but got no reason to pretend. I know we're on the same wavelength here. Hell yes, dude. That's unironically my favorite character trope. Have one in my little story like that. Yeah, that was what this page exploration was for. This guy was gonna be like the villain, which is why we did a head turnaround for him. And then I wasn't really gonna like the bad guy or like morally ambiguous dude or whatever. And then I was trying to draft a more like heroic dude, kind of like this guy as an idea, but it just didn't. It felt a little generic to me. It's hard to get it feeling right, you know. So you're saying it's Rush Hour 3, but the racism is real instead of casually comedic? Yeah, actually. There are no Chinese people in my story, though. It's a fantasy world. Chinese people don't exist here. Only British archetypes. That's a villain? He's not a villain. He's more like an anti-hero kind of, I guess. Like he's supposed to be like a rogue of some sort. I appreciate that this implies there are black people. There probably would be black people. I mean, the main character is kind of like this like weird race of like Frankenstein drow type thing. I'll leave it up to you whether that's a black guy or not, you know? We can lose this crown. What about blue people? There will be blue people. I mean, you know what? Fuck it. I can put Chinese people in there. I don't really know what races are going to be in it. Whatever feels like it works with the world. You know, maybe we'll do regions and stuff. Who knows? If I ever finish it or continue it. You feeling got no rhythm. Need to pretend. Been living. I don't like that. I do not like that. I'm gonna take a shower, so I may miss the end of stream. Do your thing, dude. Don't let me stop you from getting clean. That sounds like you have a drug problem. Not what I meant, but you know what I mean. True chatters wallow in filth until the end of stream. My little piggy Jadu. Ooh, I love Stained. Okay, time to stand again, chat. I feel like whenever I'm in the seated position, that's when my shoulder gets like extra sore. The issue is my knees start to hurt if I stand too long. But I think it's because I'm extra shrimpy, you know? When I'm seated, I'm like looking flat down at my tablet, you know, like this. Like a little goblin. But if I'm standing, it's a little bit better. Because it's more like this. It's like more subtle, a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't like this eye. Star is too big. What layer is it on? Snack, I ruined my arms drawing. I have to stand up now. That's probably for the best. I mean, not the ruined arms part, but the standing part, for sure. I would recommend standing while drawing, guys. It helps quite a bit. Still don't like that this character is looking off to not dig up like the 1,000-yard stare. Every day. Does lying down have the same effect as standing because your back is also straight? I don't know. I don't think I've ever drawn lying down in my life. I don't even know how that would work logistically. You would need like an arm mount to hold the tablet. You know, like if you're like this, like if I'm prone, you know, do I have like a ceiling mounted arm? How does that work? I literally have an arm mount to hold my tablet. That's so fat, dude. Just put it on the table. You gotta be laying down to draw. Where she belongs. You go home. No money's home. I don't have to be, but I prefer to be. Okay. To each their own. Broken inside. They still go. Lost inside. Stop cutting out the songs, bro. Let them play out, you stupid robot. Clankers, bro. Swear. I also have it easy to detach, so I can just pop it on my chest when I lie down. I'm gonna be honest, dude. That sounds incredibly uncomfortable. I don't like jokes aside. Even if I had that, that doesn't sound like pleasant. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Don't like that. I'm sure it's terrible for me long term, but it seems that something about it avoiding the back pain. What? I'm sure it's terrible for me long term, but it seems that something about it avoids the back pain that most people complain about. You think so? I feel like you're just gonna develop some sort of other pain. I feel like just drawing in general is just one of those things that like fucks you up, you know? Or like war veterans or whatever. That's a joke, by the way, but you know. Can you imagine going to the Veterans Hospital complaining about back pain and you just tell them you've been drawing for 20 years? And pain is pain, baby. I keep clenching my jaw, dude. It's like I don't know why. I've never had issues with like TMJ or clenching my jaw or whatever, and all of a sudden I've just started clenching my jaw more. I just draw on the floor by candlelight with papers and crayons littered everywhere like Boo and Monsters Inc. It's kind of dope, dude. That's quite the aesthetic. Also, Dizzy, sorry, I registered earlier that you subscribed for 13 months. I don't know if I said it out loud or not, or if I just like saw it and then got distracted and forgot to come back to it. But thank you for the 13 months, big dog. I cannot stand this. This is not working. This is still not working for me. Back to the drawing board. Make me older. It's time that I saw your pretty face. You look at this the same. Anytime, Lab Mouse. Thank you. See, I'll take that. My oppressed people. And without you, baby. I can't lie, I've only ever heard a cover of this song by a woman, and now listening to the original feels weird. What, Here Without You by Three Doors Down? Bro, this is a classic. Where you been? And without you, baby. I wish my lonely mind. And I dream about you all the time. me in my dreams. Tonight, girl, it's only you and me. Everywhere I go. I know the song, I just listened to the cover way more than I did the original. The first time I heard it was like 20 years ago, but that was the cover. Huh. I've only heard this version. Do any of you guys have issues with clenching your jaw? I don't know why. I've been doing it so much more lately. I've never done it before. Without you, baby. No mind, only mine. And I dream about you all the time. With me in my dreams. I did a while back where when I was younger, I was going through a particularly stressful time. I don't think I'm particularly stressed, but it all kind of started when I started doing cardio. And I think I stress my jaw when I'm cycling, but this is like particularly bad. It's like my teeth hurt, you know? It just seems to be my teeth. No, my jaw is gentle but firm. I see. Right beside you. Don't mind. It was the last time. Do you think it's a subconscious thing, or do you think it's just your body reacting to a new thing? I think it's subconscious. I'm doing it right now while I'm drawing, and I'm trying to consciously stop doing it. But then I realize my jaw hurts, and I'm like, oh my god, I've been clenching the whole time. I think I am kind of stressed for like drawing, but I don't have anything particularly stressful happening out of the ordinary, anyways. I have a lot of stressful shit going on, but that, I like that. Something's getting in the way. Something's also about to break. I have to find my place in this diary of. Find my place. The diary of change. Out of the way. God damn. I find it wild that my amount of music taste has diversified so much over time. Oh yeah? What do you mean? Have you been influenced? I am an influencer after all. It only makes sense. How do I make the eyebrow more interesting? Let's do higher up. I like a lot of alt rock and emo rock. I liked a lot of alt rock and emo rock growing up, but I've actually expanded it to different genres that I genuinely enjoy. Well, that's good. I listen to literally, well, maybe not everything. There are some things that test my limits, but generally speaking, I listen to quite a diverse range of music. A little too extreme on the brow there. Nah. I don't want her to look pissed off. Too thick. Too thick. I've overdone it. We're just gonna leave it as is. She kind of looks pissed off, though, you know? I don't like that. Alright, hat time. I don't know what kind of hat. Originally, I think I gave her like some sort of like Russian like winter style hat. I wasn't vibing with that. I don't really know. I don't really know what to do. Know this. Hmm. I like it very much. It very much ranges from hip hop to grunge to Japanese city pop, and I can vibe with all of it. I'm not a big Japanese city pop guy. I think I was Japanese city pop, lo-fi. If you asked me 10 years ago, that would have been my shit. Today, it's overdone, dude. It's just like stale for me. I listen to it and I'm like, I feel like everybody listens to this. Whoa, the fuck did I just do? Okay. Niche Japanese bands on top. There's some Japanese bands I listen to. I don't mind Japanese well like J rock or whatever. I don't mind stuff like that. Probably because I grew up on Naruto. But yeah, I don't know. Lo-fi to me is just like not good anymore. Lo-fi is just so overdone. Whenever I listen to lo-fi now, it just makes me think of like you ever seen the South Park episode where Stan just like starts listening to dubstep and it just sounds like fart noises? That's kind of what lo-fi sounds like to me now. You know this better than this. Bruh. Sorry. Forgive me, for I have sinned on music. Alright, I'm gonna go to Pinterest and we're gonna see if we can find some cool hats. I'm gonna type in cool hats. Cool. Ooh, actually, I need. I see this. Cool hats. This hat kind of base, not gonna lie. This hat kind of sick. Kind of drippy with it. And it's a top down angle. Would you look at that? Take it easy. I don't want like such long things on the side though, you know. I'm gonna shrink them down a little bit. I'm really not a fan of the Smiths. I won't lie. Smiths are probably one of my. I. I mean, I've said this on stream before, and it pissed everybody off. I think '80s music is incredibly mid. I don't like '80s music very much. This sounds like '80s music. It's not really my thing. Like this song just kind of sounds annoying to me. Lo-fi hip hop is fine. I just think it's over rinsed now. Yeah, it's just kind of everywhere. Not that like music has to be obscure to be good, but I just feel like lo-fi is just like I don't know. I always feel bad when chatters come in and request songs that I really hate. Some people will like do like obscure like covers of certain things and they'll be like, trust me, this is better than the original. And it's like, I don't know, it is sometimes. Fuck. TD Hoang, thank you for the follow. Kit Kat, oh my god. Look who it is. You caught any kids lately, dog? How you doing, Mr. Streamer? I'm pretty good. How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Chatter? Okay, I'm skipping this song. I don't like it. Doing okay? Just okay, Kit Kat? What's going on, big guy? Who hurt you, huh? You remove my request real quick, or else you'll lose your ears. You want me to get rid of Mr. Ethan Penis music, Funk? Hardstyle? What a title, dude. No, we gotta listen to that, dude. There's no way. I know it was an accident, but we're listening to it. So it'll be a lesson for you to be a little bit more attentive when putting in songs. When people ask us why we're listening to Penis Music Funk, hardstyle, we'll let everybody know. Clyzod is a big fan of. Well, I gotta read the title again. Penis Music Funk Hardstyle. Hardstyle is a different meaning when it comes to Penis Music Funk. I expect to be hard by the end of the song. Too late. I'm already there. Splendid Cyan. How you doing, big dog? Get in here. Get in here. I don't think the goggles is the move, dude. I don't think it's the move. Ooh, I don't want to get rid of the hair. Hey, I just been lurking. What up, dude? What up? What'd you catch? I like the music and the art and the vibe here. Fantastic. I love the compliments. KitKat just doing stuff at my lab. Apparently, the head researcher guy wants a Nobel Prize, even though he's saying jokingly, but it's not really a joke. So it seems like I have to roll molecular structures for the next few years in hopes the one will work. Wouldn't that be crazy if one of my chatters won a Nobel Prize? KitKat, if you win a Nobel Prize, are you going to shout me out? It's okay if you do, you know? Nah? Alright, whatever. Whatever, dude. I didn't want to shout out a Nobel Prize like award anyways. It's kind of like a fake award, isn't it? Like they just give them to anyone. I gotta think of a hat. Chat, give me hat ideas. And nobody say Jamiroquai or you're timed out. I remember doing imaging research on molecular markers for tracking cancer, and it was the most complex shit in my life, and no one gave a fuck. Oh yeah, you guys are both chemistry nerds. That's true. Become friends. Play together. Pointy medieval hat? No, 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 no. I'm thinking modern. I'm thinking modern, like high fashion maybe. I don't know. I do like the ambition though. Big floppy hat. I was going for a big floppy hat originally. It's kind of like Paperboy-esque though. I don't know if I really want that. Is this your penis song, dude? Is this hardstyle penis music or whatever? Yeah, you're right. This is terrible. I get where they get the penis from. Hey, Chad, give me ideas, but no fun ones. Is basically what he said. Pretty much. I'm thinking I'm making a basic bitch here. Okay, we're doing anime shit. You guys, you're too advanced for me. Mookie EU, how you doing? How's life? This song is insane, dude. Streamers named Cat Snack. I was talking to Cat. That's right, Pete. She was talking to me. All right, your boy. I don't like getting like super white nighty when Marvin Gaye comes on. It feels like extra cringe. How you doing, Mookie? This song reminds me of the Reddit sex song. This song probably is the Reddit sex song. This is like a lot of people have fucked to this song. Let's just say that. Me and Jadu's mom do all the time. This is the most erect I've ever been. Down, boy. Down. Somebody missed him. But yeah, Mookie, how's life, dude? How's life? You're catching me at a very weird stream. I'm tweaking out over. I'm trying to do like a downward angle shot, and it's incredibly complicated, and I have no idea what the hell I'm drawing. Mookie, are you really from the EU? Seems like you're lying. A KitKat is my resident mean chatter. Okay, so if he tries to like egg you on, just ignore him. Do I do the goggles? Life's really difficult at the moment, but I'm okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Hopefully, there are brighter days ahead. I believe there will be. You know. Thank you. I hope so. I know so, dude. Well, I don't, but wishful thinking. I accidentally spent too long on games today, and I feel really shit about it. So I'll be working for a few more hours. Yeah, but I feel like sometimes you just got to take those days, you know? Because if you push yourself all the time, I feel like that's a recipe for disaster. if you're having a rough time, sometimes, you know, it's worth it to just waste the day. It's not really wasting if it lets you be more efficient long term, you know? It's kind of like refueling your brain. My deadline's the 20th for like a commission or something, I guess. I think society's trained us to feel like 100% of our time must be pointed towards doing things instead of chilling, but chilling is also the pursuit in itself that is worth doing. Yeah, I mean, chilling is the reason, you know, you can go hard. And fellas, it's the reason you can be hard. Uni work. I think there's something about college or university in particular that sort of builds and ingrains this sort of mentality that you always have to be nonstop, 100% grind broing it out, cold showers, 4 a.m. wake up times, 5 mile runs first thing in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, I'm being hyperbolic, but like when I graduated from college, I had to shake that sort of feeling that I needed to be doing something because I had this sort of guilt around not being productive enough all the time. And to a degree, I still do, and it's kind of the reason that I stopped playing video games for a while. Um, but if you don't sort of like try and get rid of that, it sticks with you, and it can do a lot more damage, you know. So, granted, when you're in it though, that's not to say like don't work. Obviously, when you're in it, you got to get it done, you know. But what I would just say, try to keep that in mind that it's not forever, and the grind does stop. Compa, cabana, compa. Yeah, it feels awful. Is there a light at the end of the tunnel, dude? Currently doing a master's in concept art. My main discipline is character concept, so I design characters for games and other media. I also have a bachelor's in game art. I think that's the move, dude. If I could go back and like do a bachelor's degree, I would. My program has like a joint thing with another university, so I could get a bachelor's degree. But in Canada, like universities and colleges are separate, so I technically don't have a bachelor's. I just have like a diploma. Havana, Copa, Cabana. But I think getting your bachelor's degree is going to serve you regardless, you know? So. But it sounds like you have several bachelors at this point. Doing it for the love of the game, you know? Or no, you have one bachelor's doing your master's. I misread. Isn't it just a master's in creating OCs? No, dude. Concept art is a whole domain. Quit trolling, KitKat. I'll time your ass out. For old time's sake, you know? It's a showgirl. Time out for nostalgia, yeah, and bad behavior. I'm just trying to soften the blow. I wish, unfortunately not. We're given briefs and stuff, so they're in a specific scenario. My first module was environment concept, and I designed a Japanese tea house. Second module was redesigning 5 different characters from Dune. It was fucking infuriatingly boring. I hated it. I really hate my master's course. I wish I did an internship or mentorship instead. I mean, that look, if you're going based off like empirical evidence, the reality is, Mookie, like the higher your education, the more that's going to translate into having higher pay later on. I think right now on the front end probably feels like a lot more miserable, but I think long term you'll thank yourself for it. I know I would if I would have done that. Um, like a lot of people, the meme of like people with like bachelors and masters working at like coffee houses and shit, it's like partly true, but it's only temporary. Like I think if you check in on those people, like if you did long term studies on people with like bachelors and master's degrees, um, you're gonna find that long term they outpace pretty much everybody with less education. So it's just you're doing yourself a service, you know. So just just keep focusing on the end, and then maybe move on from there. That's what I'd say. Stitch Art, thank you for the follow. You say that, but I have a degree in biochemistry, and I was punched in the arm by an autistic child all week, so there's always exceptions to the rule. Do you actively look for work in biochem though? It kind of seems like you're done with that, isn't it? And I'll try to fall for you. Around my finger. Fuck no, that was so jarring. What do you mean? Snack's correct. That's why I'm planning to get like 5 PhDs in the next 20 years and work for a month or two to get billions of money in a single payment. I'm always correct. Always. I love this song. It reminds me of my dad's cooking. It is a good song. I did a degree in an artistic field. I would typically be looking for more of that kind of work, but I was absolutely pressured into doing a degree that I was only mildly interested in, even though one person who pressured me into it can't even remember why she did it. Your mom, probably, I assume, is the person who pressured you. I only say that because we're so acquainted. You know, I know what she would be, what she would do. I don't know if I need that. I mean, that was kind of like me and my electrician or electrical engineering technician diploma or whatever. My mom just said if I didn't do it, I would never go back to school, and she was like really like worried about that. So she high pressured me to go back to school or to go to school and take some random shit that I could give less of a fuck about. And ultimately, I did nothing with it. And then I went back to school again for animation. So I have two diplomas and no bachelor's degree, despite having more years of post secondary. Ain't that something? I think I need to draw with more line weight here. I'm trying to go like way too clean on this shit, you know? God, I hate this. Oh. I still ended up studying something I don't really want to, but nobody pressured me, so I can't even shift the blame. Well, do you have any advice on going about studying gestures and things? I find it so boring and I never end up doing it, but I really should for muscle memory and practice with dynamic poses. I mean, I guess it depends what you want to do, right? I do a lot of like illustrative stuff. If you're doing concept art, like if you're, and I say this from like having worked in like the industry, like all the concept artists I knew, they just basically got really good at like 3/4 poses and different shape design. Like, and that's a lot of the focus and conveying things quickly, like information wise. If you do like illustration, then you know, gesture and perspective and stuff play a bigger role. I think I do both concept and illustration. Yeah, so I mean, it's tough to really say, dude. Like it's sometimes it's just generally unpleasant to study this shit. What I do is I take like photos of myself. Like this mannequin here is based off of. Oops. It's a self reference I took. So I planned it out. I used like a mannequin here. I basically looked at my reference, planned the grid, did the forms and all that stuff, and now I'm building off of it, looking for nice shapes, line weights, all that stuff, good tasty contrasts and all that bullshit. Um, I think if you could reframe it in your mind to being something that is enjoyable, then yeah, I don't know. I have ADHD, so it's like a million times harder to put my head down and get with it. What I would say, because I'm not I don't have like what I do essentially is if I'm working on something and I'm struggling with a particular thing in a piece, okay? Let's say it's an eye or you know a head or an angle or whatever. That's when I study, and I study specifically to troubleshoot that problem. I don't just sort of like passively watch theory videos and tutorials. It's a waste of time. You're not going to reinforce any of it, you know? You should really just if you're struggling and you feel like you're just sort of banging your head against the wall and getting nowhere with a certain drawing, that's when you need to step away and you need to go look at reference or you need to do a little bit of studying or to tap into some sort of like video reference or whatever, right? Like tutorial video on YouTube, whatever does the trick for you. But like I feel like if people just sort of study for the sake of study, they're wasting their time, dude. I that's not how you're gonna learn, or it's not the most effective way to learn. And I think if you're somebody with ADHD, which I am too, so it's like I feel like realistically, like it's much easier to study that way because it's bite sized and it's focused on the stuff you're actually trying or interested in pursuing. And so you're kind of tailoring the study towards like the stuff that you want to learn versus um just blindly reading like a book and trying to retain anatomical information or whatever. So that's what I would say. I suppose turning the studies into final pieces will help in the long run too. Yeah, well, I don't even necessarily mean like using the studies as pieces. I mean, like, look, like if in this case, I mean, I'm streaming, so I'm not really focused, but I'm trying to draw a hat. What I should really be doing right now is like locking in on a reference. I had one earlier. I don't know where the hell it went. I had this hat reference here. I decided I didn't want to do this. The correct answer for me right now is to go on Pinterest or whatever resource you use to find references and to find another reference image for something that's more aligned with what I want to draw. And that's going to stop me from dicking around for the next half hour. But I'm ending stream in 20 minutes, so whatever, you know? But like, that's how I would approach it. And if I wasn't live and I could focus a little bit better, that's what I would do. Hello, you tiny little rodent. What up, Gladsask? How you doing? Thank you. I appreciate the perspective. No worries, big dog. No worries. It's always so interesting when people call me cat because I feel like I don't get that very often. I know I know there's another streamer who actively calls me cat. She says she refuses to call me snack because it sounds like a pet name. Would you prefer I call you something else? I don't care. You can call me whatever you want, dude. I've had people call me cat sack, cat snack, snack, cat, whatever. Just don't call me by my real name. Little old me just chilling, having some booze. You getting fucked up in chat, dude? You about to get crazy? You drinking that crazy juice? Can I call you fake French? No, that you can't do because you'll hurt my feelings, KitKat. You wouldn't want that. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now. Kit Kat redeem speak French for 1 minute. Ok, Kit Kat, je vais te parler en français, juste pour toi. Juste pour toi, on va se parler en français juste un tout petit peu, ok? J'ai pas de bonnes choses à dire à propos de, ben, à propos de toi, en tout cas. Euh, donc, je veux juste dire n'importe quoi. Prouve que t'es pas fake en français. Ben, je sais comment parler en français. Je suis né francophone. Euh, Malgré que mon anglais est comme, il est bien plus fort ces jours-ci, juste parce que quand j'étais plus jeune, je parlais français comme souvent avec ma mère. Mais puis j'ai passé toutes mes années secondaires à des écoles françaises. Mais oh my god, je suis français de France. Hell yeah, dude. Bienvenue Frosties. Je trouve que les Français comme métropole, comme de la France, ils ont toujours de la difficulté à comprendre le français canadien. Puis si t'es comme, je trouve si t'es comme français de comme le nord de l'Afrique ou quelque chose de même, souvent euh, ils disent que le français canadien c'est comme pas du vrai français. Mais celui c'est comme ça on a nos propres mots, on a nos propres coutumes puis tout ça. Donc, anyways, it's not important. We've been talking more than a minute. But yes, we do speak French Canadian. We are French. Techniquement, le québécois, c'est le vrai français, non? Oui et non, I guess. It's sort of like a lot of if you ask Canadians, they'll tell you like French from Quebec is like old French, and that's kind of true, but it's kind of not true. It's definitely like developed its own style, um, just as a consequence of being on a different like being isolated from France for like 400 ish years. Like the French Canadian accent is there's a lot more ups and downs and cadences and stuff like that. I feel like Metropolitan French is a lot more flat, but ah si, c'est à peu près pareil. If it's not rude of me to say, I don't know why that got auto-modded. That's so weird. If it's not rude of me to say, may I ask how old you are? I admire your art a lot and your anatomy's so solid. I want to get there too. I'm 31. I'm an old ass dude. More people to learn French from. Go for it, dude. No, no, no. Really? 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 How old do you think I was? I gotta start just asking people to guess when I say that. I used to make people guess, but not gonna lie, I thought you were way closer to my age for some reason. Fucked up, dude. What are you, like 25? You sound kinda 31. Thanks. Thanks, KitKat. That's the closest thing to a compliment I'll get out of you, but I'm 22. I thought you were like 26 or something. Nah, bro. Nah. I'm old as hell. Snack's a grandpa. Imagine being 30 plus. You don't want to, dude. It's scary. All your joints hurt. You start getting gray hairs. I have one gray mustache hair right now. He wishes he was 26. Dude, by the time you're 26, you're basically 30. I think, like, once I was, like, 27, I just kind of felt 30. And everything beyond that was, like, whatever, you know? So, anyways, all that to say, Mookie, you're 22 with a master's, or you're working on a master's. You're way ahead of the game, dude. I know, like, the thing is, like, when you look down the barrel of life, it feels like things are a lot heavier, but you've got so much can change in such a short time span, you have no idea. And so don't count yourself out and try not to get too down in the dumps, you know? I don't have grays. Are you close to my age, or are you younger? I think you're close to my age. I think we've talked about this before. Some people just don't get grays. I've got like a couple grays. Like it's you wouldn't notice. My hair's very long right now, so you wouldn't be able to tell that I have grays, but okay, fuck it, guys. I am doing the goggles. I don't care. We're going for it. I don't know. I had grays when I was younger, though. Oh, you think so? I feel so behind. Almost everyone my age can drive. I prioritize uni instead. Mookie, I don't have a driver's license. I don't have a driver's license. Also, like, I fucking worked at McDonald's till I was like 27. and then I did like an internship in animation. Well, I was interning in animation at the time at like 20, but I was working at McDonald's before then when I was a student. You know, life can change pretty fast. 22 and a master's is pretty impressive. Yeah, dude, you're speed running that shit. A master, well, you don't have your master's yet because you're doing it, right? But you're still like a year or so away. I'm also less crackable. Avail, I know you don't mean what a lot of Zoomers use that term for these days, but in the context of like aging, but I know what you mean. But crackable is now it's a new word. Okay, this came out like this year. What does it mean? I don't want to explain it. I don't even know why I said that. Just Google it. Google it. Okay, I don't want to. I'm not gonna. I can't be the one explaining what cracking means. Language update. Zoomers are breaking the internet. Gooning. Back in the day, gooning just meant like you were like a hockey player who hit hard. Okay, if you were a goon, that's what gooning was when I was a kid. Now gooning means you're jerking off for 10 hours straight. Cracking in the past, historically, meant you didn't age. You know, the expression black don't crack or whatever? Now it means getting fucked. Who would have thunk? You sound less crackable. In the context of gray hairs, it sounds insane. It's a sex thing. If someone reacts like that, it's almost always a sex thing. Unfortunately, dude. Guys, I don't. I just want to be clear. If the Lord is watching, I don't do none of that. Okay, I'm pure. We keep it wholesome. I've had my chastity belt on since age 18. From the day I became legal, I knew temptations were gonna be about. So I'm locked up right now, dude. I'm chained up. I'm caged up. Contained. And I want everybody to know that I'm pure and I'm a virgin and I'm going straight to heaven. I got the VIP. So before legal, no, the day I became legal, Kit Kat. Very good. Thank you. We don't do that icky stuff around here. I hear if you don't get laid till you're 40, you become a wizard. Yeah, and if you practice semen retention, you can levitate too. I practice piss retention. It's a little different. All you do is get like bladder infections, but did you travel much in your 20s? I did not. I did not travel much. I traveled to Europe once for my mom's 50th and it was for like a week. And then beyond that, when I was like 14, I went to Mexico with my buddy and his parents. Um, that's it. I've taken a couple trips to like the US and stuff. I'm pretty close to the US, so and a lot of my friends are American, but other than that, nothing crazy. I didn't do any like Asian backpacking or anything insane like that. I also feel like as a white man approaching middle age, I'm not middle aged yet, okay, and I don't care what you say, chat. But as a white man, there's certain Asian countries I just can't go to. I can't be going to Thailand and shit. You know what I mean? I feel like I can never like everybody that like if I ever told someone I was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna have a sweet ass trip to Thailand," they're gonna be like, "Thailand, bro? Really? What are you going to do in Thailand, you white boy?" They're like, no, no, it's not like that. I like the food. It's like, huh. So I gotta watch out. There's certain Asian countries I can't do the exploration in. But I would do like Europe again. I'd probably do England. I've never done England. I've done France. I've done Italy. This was all in the same week. But I've been to Thailand, pretty mid country. Uh huh. Uh huh. You're like the ultimate hater, bro. There was like a time period where you were so sweet and you were so kind, so gentle, Kit Kat. You had a coming to Jesus moment. And now you've returned and you're bitter and you're trolling. At least you're not debating like pro life shit anymore. There was a time period when I was a smaller streamer and Kickout would just show up and try to piss everybody off in chat by just asking the most edgy questions. And for some reason I tolerated him. I think because he made me smile. It reminded me of a younger version of myself, even though he's like my age. Based, very. You're a bad influence. You're apostrophe RE glad. Come on, I know you're drinking, but we need standards here. It's the cat snack stream, you know. Let me be. Okay, I'm done. Sorry. Okay, let's give her a little strap here of some sort. I don't know. Rest in peace, huge hat. I know. You're London based. I'm originally from the. To me, that reads as Southwest, which to me is like you're like living in like I don't know the southern United States. You're in like Texas or some shit. Southwest of Canada isn't really like a thing. It's just kind of like Vancouver. Southwest of England. Do you have a British accent? I mean, of course you do. It's just always surreal to me to like and I've said this probably about 50 million times, but I'm going to say it again. But like because I read chat's messages in my accent, I just assume you're all American or like Canadian. I'm Canadian, to be clear. But you know, so whenever I remember when I heard Jadu's voice, it was crazy. He just sounded like Idris Elba or whatever. He didn't say in it very much, which I was a little disappointed by. But nah, I hate London. I only go there to travel to other places for concerts. We're out of my realm of expertise here. I've got nothing to add to this. Mookie, do you say in it? What's the most British thing you do? KitKat, what's the most wherever you're from thing you do? I think I know where you're from. I don't know if you want me to say it though. You know what? I do say in it a lot, but it's like a very specific environment that it pops out. What does that mean? Clysod, you're from Belgium. Mes ancêtres viennent de la Belgique. C'est-tu Belgique en français? C'est ça, Belgique? Belgium in French. Le Belgique. Very nice. Mes ancêtres viennent de la Belgique. La Belgique, whatever. Puis la Normandie aussi en France. Je pense que mes ancêtres, comme originalement, ils venaient de la Normandie. Donc, je suis un français normand avant qu'on a comme immigré au Canada. Mais, anyways. Old friends know that I'm from Russia. It's not that big of a secret. I don't know, dude. People are sketchy with like where they live. I don't want you to like name drop my city or something like that in chat. That would be a big no-no. My country's whatever. My city is England, dude. Digital painting is hard. The French. W ancêtre. Yeah, that's right. My city is Earth. Get it, dude. He's an Earthling. Chat, I'm definitely going to be probably working on this off stream eventually. It's kind of turning into like a motorcycle helmet or like a war helmet. She kind of looks like a World War II pilot, just more ladyish. Crip, how you doing? You're catching me like at the end of stream here, Crip. I'm gonna wrap up pretty soon. If I'm with the roadmen, then a lot of init, fam, mandem, wagwan, etc. slipped out naturally. Are you a roadman? Do you stab people, dude? Are you out? Are you in the trenches with your mans? All good. I'm just waking up from a migraine nap. Oh no. Did the migraine go away at least? I've been getting straight needles into my teeth today for like an hour and a half. It was hell. I hope you went to the dentist. Oh my god, shut up. Next. It did. Thank God. Amen. Where else would I do that, dog? I don't know, dude. Look, as a streamer, you hear all kinds of crazy shit. It would not surprise me if you were about to like trauma dump and just tell me about how you get tortured, like by your family or something. Chatters will say the darndest things, okay? I just have to check sometimes. I feel the need to check. Ball right, bro. All right. Ball right. Gum tattoo diva. Do you guys have any of you guys have gum tattoos or just tattoos in general? Crip, I know you have like a bazillion tattoos. I've seen those. And you got the new fingy tattoos. Have they healed up nicely, by the way? I assume they have. Shit, this jacket looks too poofy, you know? Damn, got me before I say I have no tattoos. I have no tattoos. Like I said, I'm keeping it pure. Keeping it pure for the Lord. I'm not religious, guys. It's just fun to say. I'm too scared of dying of a blood infection, so I'm fine without tattoos. That's healthy. You know, that sounds healthy. They heal pretty well. Gonna go in for touch ups over my knuckles. Okay. There's a thing that went semi viral. You're a rival, but I'll read viral. Where an influencer ran over two people in central London over some drama, and one of the people she ran over was the guy who happened to work at my current job, and they had to amputate his leg, which was fucking crazy. Damn, that is crazy, dude. I feel like it was a really underwhelming reaction from me, you know? Like, damn. It's crazy, dude. Boom, 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 boom. Whoa. Jesus fucking Christ. See, that's a much more appropriate response. That's a much more appropriate response to that text. Freaking influencers, bruh. I feel like there should just be like laws around like filming these days. I feel like the whole like, you know, it's fair game if you're in public thing is still kind of crazy. Adsies. Uh-oh. I'll wait. Don't worry. I'm gonna run to the washroom anyways. BRB. All right, I'm back. I'm home. The worst part is the guy who used to work at my place just so happened to be finishing up his second job as a bouncer, and he was just unlocking his bike, and he got caught in the crossfire. Yeah, insane, bro. Snack, can you do any skateboard tricks? I used to be able to ollie, and I landed a kickflip once from a stationary position. Okay, so the answer is no, not really. Ads are over. My goat washed. That's true. I didn't grow up skateboarding. I skateboarded a little bit for aesthetic purposes because I was a millennial baby in the growing up in the early 2000s. I played like all the Tony Hawk games and shit. I love skateboarding. I thought it was sick. I just never really did it. I played hockey growing up. So I was a hockey kid. I had like the flow and the all that. I was literally like a generic hockey kid growing up. I still kind of am. I have sort of like a, I guess like a, not alt, but I have like the older millennial skate look. You know what I mean? Like I wear like the Nikes and shit. I'm basically a poser, essentially. Did every millennial want to be a skateboarder? I was out trying on loose gravel roads. Yeah, I mean it's one of those sports that you just look so sick doing. God, I wish I had access to hockey when I grew up. Hockey is so dope. It's like the best sport ever. Okay, I'll die on that hill any day of the week. There's no better sport. Hockey just fucking rules. I should really get back to work. Have a wonderful night. Have a good one, dude. Good luck. Hopefully it goes well. Come back. Let me know how it works, okay, or how it goes. I'm gonna actually wrap up stream pretty much here, guys. I think it's about time. I was gonna wrap up sooner, but it's like 2 a.m. for me right now. Time to sleep, Klazod. I just had a lot of aggression growing up, and boxing was my only option, and now I can't remember like 40% of my high school career. Yeah, I mean, hockey's probably good for violent outlets, but to be honest, I feel like fighting is not as well, you do definitely fight. You do definitely fight, but it's not as common in nah. I mean, it's pretty common. I won't lie. They don't let you go as hard though as they do in the pro leagues, you know? Unless you played like junior A or some shit, which I did not, but yeah, hockey is definitely fun, and if you're a violent asshole, then you know it's probably fun too. You get into a lot of hockey fights, Snack? A couple. I didn't get into a lot of them. I've definitely gotten some pretty nasty hits, and have done my fair share of damage, but no. I will say I was team captain. If we're gonna be bragging here, I was team captain for the last 3 years. I played forward, so I played right wing. I played center and right wing for the most part, but I missed all fights during my hockey career. Oh yeah, you're Russian, dude. You're like my enemy. We're like natural enemies. Both geopolitically and in hockey. I feel like the Americans are more our rivals these days because they're, allowed to participate, but I was a goalkeeper. They don't really fight much. Ray Emery fought a lot. Who else? Brodeur probably fought, I think. I'm trying to think of the OG, like, NHLers that fought a lot. You're just mad because of the Olympics? Look, dude, don't make me ban you, alright? Our friendship's too good right now. It's the IHF right now. So, we might redeem ourselves. Also, you didn't win the Olympics since like the 80s, okay? You guys got lucky. Let's be real. We were dominating your whole team. That whole game. I was doing a pacifist run. All right, suit yourself. All right, guys. Enough yapping. I'm going to actually wrap up here. Let's get the fuck out of here. Also, I agree that our men's team kind of sucks. Yeah. Yeah, there was some interesting stuff with the Olympics men's team. But yeah, we bodied the fuck out of you guys, and then you guys got like your goalie kept you in. Hallebuck carried. Anyways, all that to say, time to find somebody to raid out to. Let's see, what do we got? Cha, cha, cha. So many people online right now. Liz Creed raided us last weekend. We're gonna give Liz Creed a little raid here. Liz Creed. Liz Creed, if you guys like horny girl art, by that I mean gay yaoi shit, she's your boy. She draws the horniest of burly men. So, enjoy. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern time. If you guys want live notifications, if you want to know when I go live next, make sure you join the Discord, go into the rules channel, toggle on the rules, the live notification role. It's the little purple react in the rules channel. And if you want critiques or feedback on your work, make sure you go into the crit channel and blah 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 blah. Post your art in there. If I'm live and you're in chat, I'll give you feedback on your work. All right, that's the deal. Crymelt, you're still around. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for the raid, dude. Go follow Crymelt, guys, if you haven't already. Did we even give you a shout out earlier? Am I so bad that I didn't give you a shout out? Crazy. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.